Today, I'm gonna show you how to curl your hair with a straightener and get beach waves just like these. So stay tuned, I'm gonna link all of the products that I use below that's gonna give you the exact same look. So what you're gonna need is a straightener. This is my Paul Mitchell straightener. It's, I think, a 1.5 inch barrel, and it also has a heat setting on there. We're gonna start with 360. I don't ever turn it up past that. You're gonna fry your hair if you do that, so you don't need to turn it up past that. Hair products are everything in hair prep. So we're gonna do the hair prep first and then we're gonna get started. First, you're gonna need a dry shampoo. This one's by Authentic Beauty and it doesn't irritate my scalp, so that's why I like to use it. You're gonna section your hair, basically horizontal from where your part's at. You're gonna spray about this far away. You don't wanna get too much on there because we don't wanna turn our hair white. If you have darker hair, you can get a different color. They do make brown for people with, darker hair, red, whatever you need. So we're just gonna do this all on the front. You can see my little baby hairs and my bald spot right here. So we're gonna hide that. I went to the gym this morning and this is, I think I washed my hair yesterday. So my hair is a little bit oily, but honestly guys, sweat is literally just water and salt. It is nothing to be concerned about. You don't need to be washing your hair every day. And when you're styling your hair, you should be doing it on 1 to 2 day hair because it's not gonna hold if you're washing your hair the same day. Next, we're gonna need to be using our heat protectant. So this is Hot Off the Press by Paul Mitchell. It's a dry hairspray heat protectant. It has no oil in it. I don't like using oil on my hair when I want my curls to last because it just weighs it down. So I'm gonna just spray this mostly on my mids to ends, and then I'm gonna brush it through. Okay, one big mistake that I see people making is that you're not sectioning your hair. You have to section your hair. If you're just grabbing random pieces, they're all different sizes, and you need to make sure that it's not too big or else the heat's not gonna be able to penetrate through the hair. So this is gonna be my first section, and I'm gonna actually add another working hairspray on here because it's gonna help with the hold. We wanna curl away from the face. So on the left side of my head, I'm gonna take a section, and I'm only gonna do 2 sections that I put out right here. So right here, it's about this big. I'm gonna do 1 pass through just to smooth the hair out, especially if you have curly hair, you wanna do that. And we're gonna curl away from the face. So I'm gonna take my hand, I'm gonna turn it upside down, and that's gonna allow me to go just like that. You only need to do 1 to 2 turns. I wanna do more of like a beach wave, so I'm only gonna do 1 to 2 turns max. And you wanna make sure that the hair is flat. Do not twirl it like this. That's gonna give you a different type of curl. If you want a beach wave, you wanna make sure that it's flat. I'm gonna take it, start at the root area without burning yourself. And do 1 twirl, and then 2, and I'm gonna bring it down. I'm actually gonna release it right when I get to the ends, so it gives me a little bit of a straighter end, just like that. Just like that. So I'm gonna do the inside piece first, and it's pretty small. I have very fine hair. Don't judge me. So 1 pass through, and we're gonna curl away from our face. I'm gonna take it and do my twist, do 1 more turn, and just pull straight at a diagonal, but also down. Be very careful not to get your ear. I'm gonna take it upside down. I'm gonna clamp it. Sometimes I go up just like that. Do 1 turn, do the 2nd turn, and then pull it through very slowly. Now sometimes if you get stuck, you can just clip it out. Just like that. Okay, so I'm gonna go basically right below my temples. I'm gonna go straight across until my fingers meet in the middle. Pull my fingers through, and that's how you get clean sections. So I'm gonna take my working spray again, spray that. So I'm gonna continue this all around my head. When the waves meet in the middle, it's fine to choose either side once you get to the back. And once I do get to the back, I'll show you guys how I do that. I'm just gonna finish this whole section. I just took the next section down. I'm gonna turn around and show you guys how to do the back of my head. Just keep in mind, you can see the back, but I can't. So if my hands look a little awkward, that's probably why. Okay, once you guys have your section, you're gonna do the same thing. Just do one pass through. I'm gonna try not to burn my fingers. And you can go either direction. This is straight in the middle of the back of my head, so I'm just gonna go this way. So you're gonna take it, find your root area, clamp it down, and make sure that your iron is one that you can hold the outsides, because right here is the main thing that you need to be holding so you can have tension on the hair. And just like that, we're gonna take this section down. This will be my last section. It should be both sides of your part and also the crown area. Obviously, this is the most important part of your hair. If you have fine hair like me, you can see how flat it is. So we want to make sure we get close to the root on these. I'm gonna grab my hairspray, spray one more time. This is the most fragile part of my hair. I've actually been growing this out for a really long time, if you can't tell. So, see right there? That is a bald spot. It's no fault of my own, that's just the way my hair grows. It's pretty fragile. So we're gonna take our heat protectant, give her a once over. This needs to be fast. I think a lot of people hold their heat tool on their hair way too long. Your hair does not need it for that long. So what actually holds your curl, which people don't know, is when your curl cools down. So when it sets. So the act of cooling down on the curl is what actually holds it. The more heat you add to it, doesn't really help. I'm gonna take it, curl away from my face. I'm only doing one twirl on that one. And then let it go. See how curly that is? It'll fall in a minute. I'm actually going to lift my hair right here. This is called over direction. So when I curl, the hair is gonna go in the same direction that you're curling. So to add a little bit of lift, you're actually gonna lift your hair. I'm gonna go right here at the root, and that's where I'm gonna curl. So I'm gonna twist, and I'm going straight down at a diagonal. So you can see this little bit right here is lifted. That's gonna add texture. Get away from my face and pull through. I got stuck, so I'm just gonna clip it out right there. And for this part, I'm actually not gonna do it like this. I want my curl to be lower towards my face. I don't want it to be sticking straight out. So I'm gonna take it, do my pass through, just like that. And I'm gonna hold it basically at a 90-degree angle. Turn my straightener upside down, clamp it, do one turn, and I wanna go diagonal and straight down. You see these ends right here? We're gonna leave them a little bit straight. I'm gonna stop right there and then let it go. With fine hair, most people have one length hair. I actually have one length hair, except for in the front. I have a little bit of layering in face framing. So you can see how much shorter it is here than it is right here. That actually adds a little bit of body to your hair. And you can have face framing layers without layering the rest of your head. So next time you go to your hairdresser, ask for face framing layers. Don't make them too short, but adding just a little bit of shortness to it helps your curls to be lifted. Instead of all the way down here, they'll be heavy. My hair has cooled, so now we're gonna spray our texture spray, and this one's by Air. It's really good. I love the smell of it. It can get a little bit cloudy, which you'll see in a second, but texture spray is what holds your curls if you have fine hair. So if you have fine hair, do not use a high hold hairspray. It's gonna make your hair crunchy, and it's gonna make it look like you just came out of the 80s. So use a texture spray. That is the only thing that gets my hair to stay all day long. I promise you will not be disappointed. Lift up my hair, close my eyes. You wanna actually lift just like this. You're gonna need a wide tooth comb. You can use your fingers too to just, pick them apart, but do not ever use a hairbrush. If you use a regular hairbrush and you just brush everything out, you're going to lose the curl, you're gonna lose the wave. Use a wide tooth comb or just use your fingers. So this is the end result. As you can see, I have beautiful, fluffy, wavy mermaid hair. I do not have natural volume. This is all from that texture spray. The straightener gives me these little bit of straight ends that looks like I'm going to the beach. I'm from Florida and I love doing my hair like this. My curling iron just really doesn't do it for me if I want to look like this. That's why I love using the straightener. I want to see your guys' work, so if you try this, let me know how it goes. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you want any of the products that I used today, they will be linked in the description below. Until then, I'll see you next time.